What is up? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed your holiday season. Back here with some more Sonic Frontiers, and here I have the final boss fight up here. And right now, I just like to, as this fight plays in the background, I like to give you my opinion now that I've officially beaten the game, how I felt about the game, what I liked, what I didn't like overall, would I recommend it. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'll say right now the best part of this game easily are the boss fights. The boss fights are really exciting, very cinematic, very epic, and they go through really good extremes. They have different phases, but they feel really ginormous and just really huge in scale, and I really enjoyed the flow of them, how they feel. And the only fight I didn't care for is, and you'll see this video eventually, is the actual last fight. That's the only thing I take really a point away, because it's technically not really even a fight. It's just, you'll see it when I'll mention when it comes up here. But other than that, all the other actual boss fights, they are really cool and epic as hell, and that's where this game shines. Another thing I really like about this game, and I think a lot of open world type games really kind of overdo it on this thing, and I think this game does it really perfectly, is a lot of open world games kind of overstay their welcome. And what I mean by that is you have these massive worlds and everyone's always like, oh, what, it's so huge, it's got so much replayability, so many hours you put into it. But how many times are you really enjoying yourself, or just trying to find and collect everything just because it's like there, but it's not like something you're like happy, excited for? And it's like, I think what this game does well is it doesn't overstay its welcome in terms of making things bigger and larger than it needs to be just to make the time longer in terms of the playability. I think it's a perfect time. When it kind of gets that way, when you do certain things on the islands, it kind of like pulls the plug and transitions. I think it's a perfect playthrough time. As I said, I took a little bit longer, but I was able to beat this in, I'll say, around 20 hours or whatnot. Some people might be quicker than me, but I didn't feel like it was like a drag in terms of, oh, this is the umpteenth time I've in this area, I got to find the umpteenth thing. There are a lot of waypoints and things, but I think the way it flows makes it feel like less of a chore and more enjoyable. Because as I said, I like the fact that you have the grail, or not the grail, the rail, where every time you discover an area, the rail connects to the next one, and you can just be like sailing through. You can also fast travel, but I think the length of the game was a perfect length. I don't think there was any problems with that. I like the stages. When you go back to the classic stages where you gotta get the vault keys, and breaks up a little bit of the monotony you might possibly have if you. But then again, it is an open world type game, but I feel like it does a good job not making it seem as monotonous as maybe other open world games do. So I give them a lot of points for that. And as a story, it's a Sonic game. It's not some crazy elaborate thing. It's a simple story to follow, and you get your powers and whatnot. You level up your character. I'm nowhere near maxing out my stats. So another thing I really like, as I found as well after I beat the game, is just the fact that there is a roadmap. And I thought, well, it's going to be like a season pass, but no, it's just content's going to come because it's all free. It's going to come at different points of the year next year, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'll definitely be checking that out when it comes. I'm trying to think of something bad and really negative. I said the only real negative thing, honestly, that really bothered me. I mean, sometimes some of the fights, like, and it really isn't even a negative. It's just sometimes it can be a little frustrating because you're trying to do certain combos and sometimes don't work. But you know what? That's probably just me sucking. I'll be the first to admit that. I'm not good in terms of kinetic thinking skills, in terms of blast processing as fast as Sonic moves, in terms of doing the right move. That's just on me. But in terms of just something that really threw me off, not really. The only thing that throws me off is what you're about to see here. The only thing I didn't care for is I guess technically the true final boss fight is it's not really like a boss fight. It's just you, and it's funny because I failed miserably at the beginning of it, but you're just kind of hitting a button in a cinematic scene, and that's it. It's not really an actual fight. I wish you could actually fight the actual final boss, but that's kind of my only real, like, honestly, gripe negative. I don't have a problem with it. It flows. It was fun to play as Sonic. It's fun to do the moves. I like all the combos. It didn't overstay its welcome. You have things to do. You can go back and level up your stuff, collect all the things if you want to. You can max out your stats in those time trial runs if you want to get S rank. Um, so there is things to do, and then you got the roadmap where you can honestly have more content, and and it's all free. So honestly, from someone who saw the Sonic game and had a few um, reservations about it, I definitely enjoyed it. Now, do I recommend it? If you're playing at full price, it depends on how much you want to get out of it. Are you someone that wants to get all the achievements or trophies and max out everything? Then I guess it would be. Or if you're a really diehard Sonic fan, for what I paid for $40 easy, I definitely recommend it. I definitely don't see anything wrong with that. Because plus, you gotta look at it like this: you got the free content coming, and this was my one disappointment. Come up right here is this boss right here, the end, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be really epic, and it's really not. It's really not, unfortunately, because you'll see it's just you're just pressing a button as it goes to the thing, and I felt miserable in the beginning. I don't know why I was sucking at it, um, but yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like, because I was like, man, this is gonna be so awesome or epic, and that's the only thing I didn't care for. So if that's the only thing I can really say is a really bad thing, and maybe it's not a bad thing, it's just a little bit disappointing, then I'd say the game did pretty damn well. And so I'm glad to play a Sonic game for the first time in God knows how long, and not just play one, but enjoy it, fully enjoy it, and have a blast. Sonic's my childhood favorite game character. I grew up with Sonic. I'm always gonna enjoy playing Sonic. And this is what I was talking about, failing miserable. I don't know why I failed this thing so bad, but finally I did. But this is basically the boss fight right here. I don't know why I did this so terribly for a while, but yeah, that's the boss fight, and that's my only really big disappointment of the game. I don't know why we couldn't actually fight the end, but yeah, that's a choice they made. But other than that, it'd been really cool if you could actually be in that big machine there and then fighting. And but whatever, it is what it is. But let me guys know what you think about Sonic Frontiers. Have you played it? Did you like it as much as me? Is there things that maybe you didn't like as much? Don't be afraid to let me know in the comment section down below. Have you not played the game? Or are you kind of on the edge? Does this video help you make that selection? Maybe not. As I said, I definitely recommend it for $40. Full price, it just depends on how much you want to get out of it, how much you want to play, or how much of you want to max out stuff, get all the achievements or trophies, or how much of a diehard Sonic fan you are. But definitely, I don't think you'll play this game and be like, oh, it's bad or anything. I think it's a solid, great Sonic game. I definitely recommend it. Definitely at the $40 price point, but that is going to be it. If you did enjoy this video, hopefully I can see you guys back in the next one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope to see you all later. Peace.